The Emperor Shunzi's first wife was his cousin, 博尔吉吉特氏. They got married in August 1651. Their marriage was a totally political marriage. The Emperor Shunzi didn't like this empress. 2 years after marriage, the empress was demoted to consort Qing. When the Emperor Kangxi was 11 years old, for the political region, his grandma, the Empress daughter Xiaozhuang, chosen He She Li Shi as his empress. The young royal couple had a great relationship. In 1669, their first son was born. This little prince was the Emperor Kangxi's Di Zhangzi. Unfortunately, the little prince died when he was only 3 years old. This made the young couple fall in deeply sad. In 1642, He She Li Shi passed away when she gave birth her second son. At that time, she was only 22 years old. The Empress Xiaojing Xian Ula Nala Shi was married with the Emperor Yongzheng before he became the emperor. Yongzheng really loved his wife. In the Palace Museum in Beijing, China, there were a large number of pictures that they cosplay the average couple. In 1731, Ula Nala Shi passed away at 51. She was the only wife of Yongzheng. Started from the Emperor Yongzheng, Qing Dynasty emperors didn't publicly promote the crown prince. The Emperor Yongzheng secretly chosen his fourth son, Hongli, as heir. So the Emperor Yongzheng used the criterion of choosing the empress to choose Hongli's wife. The 15-year-old girl, Fu Cha-shi, was chosen by the Emperor Yongzheng. Hongli and Fu Cha-shi got married in 1727. 8 years later, this couple became the emperor and the empress. When Fu Cha-shi became the empress, her son was already 5 years old and was considered the crown prince by Qianlong. As the empress, Fu Cha-shi did a great job and was respected by the whole inner court ladies. Everything looked perfect. In 1738, the disaster happened. Fu Cha-shi's son died at 8 years old. Hongli and Fu Cha-shi fought heartbreak. In August 1746, Fu Cha-shi gave birth to her second son, but this little prince died in December 1747. This time, Fu Cha-shi fought desperate and passed away 4 months after his son's death, when she was only 36 years old. In November 1795, Jiaqing became the emperor. Because his father, the Emperor Qianlong, didn't pass away, so Jiaqing's wife, Xitala Shi, was promoted to Si Huanghou. She was the empress for about 1 year, then passed away at 36. Because the Emperor Qianlong was still alive, her funeral process didn't hold as the empress standards. In 1796, Niu Hulu Shi was chosen by the Emperor Qianlong as his granddaughter-in-law. In 1808, Niu Hulu Shi passed away at 27. 12 years later, her husband became the Emperor Daoguang. The Emperor Daoguang added the Empress title to her. In 1849, Sakdashi was married with Prince Yizhu. 1 year later, she passed away at 19. 1 month after she passed away, her husband became the Emperor Xianfeng. In 1872, the Emperor Tongzhi was 17 years old and ready to get married. 2 empress daughters couldn't get agreement on who would be the empress. Cian supported Aluteshi, but Cixi liked Fuchashi. So Tongzhi got the chance to choose his wife. After deeply considerations, Tongzhi chose Aluteshi as the empress. Meanwhile, promoted Fuchashi as consort Hui. This result made Cixi really angry and hated Aluteshi. This made Aluteshi had a difficult life in the inner court. In 1875, 3 years after marriage, Tongzhi passed away at 20. 75 days later, the Empress Aluteshi passed away at 24. Some people said she was killed by Cixi. Someone said she suicided. In 1888, the Emperor Guangxu was 17 years old. The Empress daughter Cixi had to choose the Empress for him. This time, the Empress daughter Cian already passed away, so Cixi could make decision all by herself. She forced Guangxu choose her niece Yehengalashi as the empress, even though Cixi herself didn't truly like this niece. In 1908, Guangxu and Cixi almost passed away at the same time. Yehengalashi was promoted to the emperor's daughter Longyu. In February 1912, because of Xinhai Revolution, the emperor's daughter Longyu had to declare the Qing Dynasty was finished. 1 year later, Longyu passed away at 46. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon.